Hey guys, this is Storm360, and today I'm coming to you with a review for Transformers Dark of the Moon, Takatomi version, Autobot Q, or Wheeljack. I don't really care who I call him as. I think Wheeljack because it's more Transformer-like. Q, I think, was just his stage name, I suppose. So, anyway, enough about that. Well, before I do any review, I kind of told this in the last video on Q. Or Wheeljack. I'm gonna call him Wheeljack from now on, so pardon me. I'm gonna be reading off these. And I'll just read them right now. When he first learned about the laws of physics, Autobot Wheeljack took them as a challenge to his intelligence laws. After all were made to be broken, the Autobot technician has dedicated his life to pushing the limits of science. More often than not, his inventions have failed spectacularly. But when they succeeded, they often changed the course of millions of robots' lives. Basically, that kind of sounds like a medic or something, but he's an inventor. And like I said, power toolkit converts to combat saw, which will be later. I'll show you. So you got his Mercedes mode. This I said this in my unboxing that this is not the actual car. It's an older model, I suppose, but I'm not complaining about the. That's just a nitpick, like other Transformer reviews. Okay, his accessories come with a staff that he can actually hold out. I'm not sure what this is. I thought it was a minigun, but I think it's a tool. I think an oil squeaker or something. This is a drill. He can hold this really well. And here's his mech tech weapon. Okay, to transform him, all you have to do is lift this up. Yeah. This is a little hard. Accordion this up. What I got stumped by is this. You have to lift this. It's on pegs all the way back, so you have that. Then take these. Okay, that's tough. So lower them down, twist them. Then I think you unpeg. There's a pegged up right here. Let me just. Gosh. Taco told me really. I think they have good transformers because they stay on properly. You can see his hands. These do. So spread those out. The interesting part is, this is there, but then fold these back. They all go there. Then this. Let me move the camera up. Goes all the way down. See, and I love that because such and such. Okay, for the feet, you just have to take these apart. Then these just spring back, and the feet come down here. This blue tab's really fragile, so be careful. Really careful. Spring that back the other way. Make it into some kind of boot, like so. There. Pull those down. Okay, so you got him standing up. Now for these hands, you're gonna lift this whole front upward. This bends because you see and toy that he actually does. Flip these around and see his hands, his weird little hands right there. Do the same to this one. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Now the tricky part about this figure, get these into shape, so right there. And something right here. You got Wheeljack almost. Now the last problem is his head. Let me get that. Because it's easy. Lock. But here's his head tucked in. So this is the hard part. You have to if you have long fingers. I do, but it's just they're not as loose. So it's just gonna be one of the hardest things on the whole toy is this. One of them. I'm not sure, but anyway, pull his tough little head out and clink it back on. Clink those, and here you go. Okay, let me go on to the detail with this guy. I think his head is. It looks good. I think he actually does have a nice head. Body articulation's good. If you look in the back, the side, he doesn't have much of a backpack other than back here. Let me count the mech tech holes. Weirdly, they're on his feet, but I don't think you need to do that. There's two right there. That gap is for the sword. One on each of his arms. Okay, let's try some articulation on this guy. Okay, his hands go this back and forth. He can do that. And he can rotate this like Ratchet almost. It's the same motion. They're and his arms are on ball joints, so that's gonna be one thing to keep in mind. His feet, see, it just broke there, but it's not. You can put it back on. It's still. He stands up pretty good. Well, his legs are on very stiff ball joints. I'm glad Hasbro should have stiff ball joints. His feet do not. This part does not have articulation, but his knees do. But he doesn't have much space, but weirdly he can do that. A lot, so. Let me get on with his mech tech weapons. So, in case it's very dark outside. It's been raining since. Like I said, his sword goes back with this clip. You see, I'm gonna make it a seat. I think they really made this guy really CGI accurate. Very much. So, it clips on back here. And there you have it. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna have to. Whatever. So, his tools go right here. Go right there. Because there's little tabs right there. Just tab them on. It's kind of weird though. He would actually tab these on. Well, he's a scientist anyway, so. And that's so. Now his mech tech weapon is his little toolbox. This is a very hard mech tech weapon. You have to push your little push. No, you have to pull it, and it does the same thing as Ratchet, cause has that rich kind of thingy on it. If you even put, I know, I've seen photos and images that you obviously see Q doing this. Am I correct? Yeah, I am absolutely correct. Then it's just if you there's his tool, and if you put it on like this, it he's very light in the legs. So if you even look at that, it just kind of looks very awkward, very awkward. But you just pull on, and that's a saw. Okay, so as for the other weapons, here's this drill. It sticks on really well. Let me just. Okay, there's his. And his oil squirter, I call a minigun. I'm not sure. He does. It says on his stats when I opened the box he didn't really have good gunning. So here's that. So here we go. Yeah, Q looks good. Now the last thing I will show you is his sword. That I, yeah, I'm not sure why he needs it though, but yes, like so. Okay, my final review on him. What do I think of him? I think he's actually a good figure. He's very accurate, I think. The only problem is this red Autobot insignia on him. It should have been like black. But that's truly a nitpick in my opinion. So there's not. I'm not gonna tell you how to transform him back because it kind of sounds obvious though. And he's really rare. I bought him at a site, Junk Toy USA, Junk Shop USA. It's on eBay. You can probably find him. But I got him at a very good price though, before they shot it back up again. So he actually does make a good collection. If you want him cheaper, wait until Hasbro makes it, comes to America, sort of. It's just your choice though. But that's my final verdict on Q, and I'll get another review set up right after this. So see you guys.